各位请回座 ，Please be seated。现在请邀请大家热烈的欢迎北美洲台湾商会联合总会第37届第3次理监事会议的开幕典礼，我们的主席陈世修总会长为大家致辞。
Please give a warm welcome to the host Taiwanese Chambers of Commerce of North America's 37th term, third board meeting.
And all distinguished guests, good morning.
Good morning.
And all distinguished guests, good morning.
Good morning.
It's a great pleasure to welcome you all come to energetic city of Dallas for our 37th term, third board of directors and supervisors meeting. First, I want to thank our host chamber, the Greater Dallas Town Chamber of Commerce, and our core team for their thoughtful arrangements. It's wonderful for our Taiwanese Chamber of Commerce of North America family to gather once again in this warm, friendly Texas. Looking back over the past year, with everyone's support and teamwork, we have accomplished several meaningful and impactful events. In September last year, we held our new Eastbound Business Opportunities Forums and Business Vista in Taiwan, creating valuable connections and partnerships between Taiwan and North America business. In February 2025, we partnered with WTCC and ATCC to host the US-Taiwan Asia Supply Chain Forums, discussing how to rebuild supply chains and expand Taiwanese business opportunities in North America and Taiwan. We also stay true to our social responsibilities. Last year, we raised funds for hurricane victims in Florida. And this year, we support those affected by Los Angeles wildfires and Myanmar earthquake, showing the heart and compassion of our Taiwanese business community. One of our biggest highlights came in March when we led a Capitol Hill donut trip to Washington, D.C., visiting 74 senators and representatives. We voiced the concerns and the priorities for our both chamber and Taiwan's government, and showed the strength and the unity of overseas Taiwanese business in America. In April, we returned to Taiwan to meet with President Lai, key government agencies, and the major enterprises. We have productive discussions on investment, bilateral cooperation, youth entrepreneurship, and innovation, building new bridge for our future collaborations. None of this would have been possible without all of you, our board members, local chapter leaders, and the overseas Taiwanese friends. I sincerely thank you for your support and dedication. Looking ahead, we will continue working together to strengthen Taiwan-US business ties, care for our communities, and nurture the next generation of Taiwanese entrepreneurs in North America. I wish this meeting great success, and may you all enjoy good health, happiness, and prosperous business. Thank you very much. Thank you.
谢谢董会长，谢谢北美洲台商会的大家庭，在您的领导之下，真的非常非常棒。现在我们邀请中华民国侨务委员会徐嘉欣委员长致辞。
Please give a warm welcome to the Minister of the Overseas Community Affairs Council, Ms. 嘉欣许。
处长，今天还有我们 distinguished guests, Congressman Pat Sessions, Lance Golden, Brendan Gill, and Mayor of Dallas Eric Johnson. 我们国策顾问杨信、谢美香、庄正辉，所有的市总吴光仪总会长所带领的团队，以及我们北美洲江玉玲辅导总会长、各位名誉总会长、各位名誉监事长、各位理监事，大家早安，大家好。 Good morning.
Good morning.
首先，我要先感谢我们陈总会长及我们所有的团队积极的筹划我们第37届第3次理监事会。昨天总会特别也规划了关税、全球经贸秩序以及供应链重整的相关座谈、论坛，与青商会、新东向商家的各种交流论坛。而去年跟今年的2月也都分别举办了环球商务论坛以及台美亚洲等新供应链的商机交流论坛，这在都显示出来，我们北美洲台湾商会联合总会非常积极的在面对新的趋势之下的相关准备，以及各种资讯的汇整交流。在此，我要特别肯定我们37届陈世修总会长所带领的团队，大家积极的努力。不但如此，在即将迈入38届的现在，我们看到刚刚在5月之前有3月的 Capitol Hill 的拜访，那么这一次有成长更多的这个对国会议员的拜访，我想这个是相当的不容易，尤其在2天非常短的时间内，不单单拜会了我们的所有 Senator and Congresswoman， 还包括有当地的智库、行政部门、学者、智库等等，这些都希望能够对台美双方的经贸有非常多的重要协助。除此之外，也包括对于台美双重课税问题、嚇阻中国侵略台湾、促进台湾国际参与、台美21世纪贸易倡议第2协定等等，包括最新的台湾 Non-Discrimination Act 等等的众多法案，都获得美国多数国会的支持以及响应，促进台美关系更加的美好。同时，在去年，我们看到在东岸有佛罗里达的飓风造成的灾难，以及在西岸 Los Angeles 的野火，造成了相当多在地居民受创损失。我们北美洲台湾商会联合总会也在第一时间积极的发起各项的捐助活动，分别捐助了22万美金给 Florida Governor， 以及捐助了50万给我们加州的这个洛杉矶当地来救助需求的人。这种积极的精神充分显示出来，台湾 can help 不是一句口号，而是身体力行。在此，我也要再一次的感谢我们北美总全体大家的努力。去年台湾的经济成长率高达 4.3%， 超过全球的平均值。美国的 Heritage Foundation 更是在2025年的 Economic Freedom Report 提到，台湾是全球排名第4的经济自由国家。这在显示出来我们集体努力的成果，有助于我们在全球不只是在做经贸，更是重要的投资。在这样的一个发展趋势之下，我也了解，目前有相当多的台商都已经有准备想来美国、加拿大等地进行投资，尤其是 Dallas 或是 Texas。我也在这个过程当中，连续3年，每一年都来到 Texas， 拜访了 Houston 跟 Dallas， 可以说是非常有缘分的这样一个过程。今天呢，非常感谢我们北美总特别透过各种论坛的安排，让我们有各种的企业、不同的企业体都能够齐聚在这个平台上，交换资讯，建立人脉管道，促进台美加双方多方的管道交流。我想这个对于经济实力的提升以及各种的关系的增进都有绝大的帮助。期待我们北美洲台湾商会联合总会继续本着过去37届积极努力的精神，再创高峰。即将迈入38届的今天，我要再一次的谢谢过去所有各界总会长的努力，以及本届在 Dallas 所举办的团队大家付出的努力。再一次祝福大家事业发展顺利，阖家平安健康。祝福大家，谢谢，感谢 ，Thank you。谢谢
委员长给我们北美洲台商会的鼓励。 现在我们邀请一位与德州有深深关系的贵宾，我们中华民国驻美大使于大雷大使，请他来致辞，谢谢。
Let's give a warm welcome to the Ambassador of the Republic of China.
I'll tell you why there's a connection in my speech. But the Taiwanese Chambers of Commerce of North America, the President Arthur Chen, Supervisor General Maggie Chang, Minister Xu Jiaqing, Honorable Congressman Pete Sessions, Honorable Congressman Lance Gooden, Congressman Brandon Hill, Honorable Mayor Eric Johnson, Taipei Economic and Cultural Office Director General Yvonne Shaw, and dear colleague, my dear wife, and also here present are many expats, not only from the United States, from North America, but also from different regions of the world, starting with the World Taiwanese Chambers of Commerce President Kenneth Wu. And we have also representatives from Africa, from Oceania, from different parts of the world, also Canada. And TCCNA Board of Directors, Supervisors, Honorary President, members of distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Last night, my wife and I hosted a dinner on behalf of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. I don't know how long you boys and girls stayed, but my wife and I retired first, so I'm sure you had a great time. There was a great band, 80s band, so you know our age. But last night also was when I was here on the stage and speaking to all of you, I did mention this transformation of the perception of Taiwan here in the United States. And actually, a very important part of my job is to improve or to work on public diplomacy, to relay to the American people why Taiwan matters, why the relationship between Taiwan and the United States is relevant to the American people. So there are so many countries in the world, why should the United States put priority in its contacts with Taiwan? Why should US forces have put more readiness in the Indo-Pacific? And obviously we're the focus of that area for the peace stability of that region, but also the world. So I was talking to you about the changing perceptions here in the United States about me meeting people in the airport, me meeting people in Alaska. We were just in Alaska with Rice Secretary Burgum and Administrator Zeldin up in the Arctic Circle. They took us to where oil starts to flow. And I said, we don't have to bring us to mile zero or the pipeline to convince us that you have a lot of oil. But now more and more, wherever we are, people will come up to us and say, so are you from Taiwan? As I usually carry a US Taiwan flag. Is that a Taiwan flag? Oh, we love Taiwan. Or, oh, I've been to Taiwan for Mandarin courses, or I do business there. So this warming of relationships is important. It's part of what we do, but also adds a lot to what you are doing here in the United States. So I want to thank TCCNA, in particular with the leadership of Arthur Chen and his team, to the fact that more and more Americans are knowing what Taiwan means through your efforts. And I want to appreciate that. But also at the same time, my appreciations to the mayor and also to the honorary members of Congress for your constant support of Taiwan. Whenever I go to Capitol Hill, it warms my heart because wherever I go, I find friends. Almost no corridor in Capitol Hill I will not find a congressman or senator who is very friendly to Taiwan. As an example, on the 118th session, the last session, Congress raised over 80 bills in favor of Taiwan. And currently, I think I already passed 40 bills that are being raised in favor of Taiwan. So this connection is even closer and closer. And in the past, between Taiwan and the US, whenever we talk to US officials, we will talk mainly about about Taiwan's security, what's happening in the Taiwan Straits, about peace and stability, it's about trade. But nowadays, more and more, we talk also about how can U.S. and Taiwan work together in other places, in other countries. So also it's positive that U.S. and Taiwan are treating each other as partners. So, but looking at Texas itself, a lot happening in Texas. I want to say this numbers by itself shows a lot of what's happening. 10 years ago, Taiwan's foreign direct investment, 84% of our investment went to mainland China because that's where our factories were. Last year, 7.5% of our foreign direct investment went to China, mainland China. That means there's been a shift. And last year, 40% of our foreign direct investment was coming to here to the United States. And it's just not TSMC, which is, there's a flagship big project in Arizona, but also many other companies. Taiwan is not only known for semiconductors, but also many others, tech industries, but also in many others that all of you here represent. Are very strong, and more investments are coming to the United States. In particular, in Texas. Just this year, I've been to Texas. This is, I think, my 4th visit to Texas. I was with the Congress big sessions in Austin when my foreign minister led a delegation, mainly of tech companies, to Austin to search for business opportunities. Not long ago, I was in Sherman, Texas, not far from here. To attend the inauguration of Global Wafers, one of the leading Taiwanese companies that manufactures 12-inch wafers. I think the largest plant in the United States. It was a $4 billion investment, and the chairman, Chairman Doris Hsu, announced during her speech that she was investing $4 billion more in that plant, so it's $8 billion investment. But at the same time, more and more companies are interested in investing in Texas, be it in Houston and Austin, or here in Dallas. And also as a reference of the confidence that we have in making more business with Texas is the fact that EVA Airlines, one of our Taiwanese airlines, is starting direct flights between Dallas and Taipei in October. So the flow of people between our two sides will ever increase. In August, we'll be hosting a Taiwan Expo here in Dallas. We'll bring the best of the best from our companies to showcase what Taiwan does, technology heavy, here in Dallas, but also bring both businessmen from the United States and Taiwan to search for further opportunities to work together and prosper together. So a lot is going on, and you'll be seeing a lot of Taiwan in Texas, in the United States for the years to come. We are in the midst of this reciprocal tariff negotiations, and part of it is, I think it's a good solution for us to deal with our trading relationship, not only in tariffs, but also in procurement, in technology, collaboration, in export controls, in defense, in many things that we're talking about. We've been talking about trading the last few years. I think we can get a pretty good package in the near future. So a lot is going between Taiwan and the United States, and look forward to even a brighter future with the help of all of you here present. So at the end, thank you very much for the invitation, and best of luck to this Congress. And also, I'm here to plug, to rally for the candidate who's running for running for the next presidency, Ms. Eugenia Henry, Aiyue. She's from Washington, D.C., and hopefully she'll have a very successful campaign and election that is going to happen, I think, later on today. So, best of luck to all of you. Thank you very much.
谢谢大使 ，Thank you。现在我们邀请达拉斯市长来致辞。
And now let's welcome the Mayor of Dallas, Mr. Eric Johnson.
inviting me to be here this morning to share a few words with you, but I also want to recognize and give honor to all the distinguished guests up here on the stage today, including all of the ambassador to the United States from Taiwan, and of course, our distinguished members of Congress, my good friend Pete Sessions, Lance Gooden. Good to meet you, Congressman Gill, but thank you so much for being here today in Dallas for this incredible occasion. It is truly an honor to host an event like this here in my hometown. For those of you who didn't know, I'm born and raised in Dallas. And Dallas has always been a great American city, but in recent years, we've reached new heights and have emerged as a national leader in public safety, in parks, and economic development. This year alone, actually, there have been two major studies that have ranked Dallas as the #1 city in the entire United States for corporate headquarters. We've also embraced here in Dallas a build, baby, build mindset. You've heard me say that before. If you follow Dallas news, you know that we are all about cutting red tape in this city and empowering our private sector to build more homes as a solution to the housing crisis and to lower the cost of housing, not through subsidy, but through increasing the supply. And that's going to help us create homes for thousands of people who are flocking to our city every single year. As a result, Dallas is now the #2 city in the nation for new home construction. And of course, everyone in this room is aware that Dallas's financial sector is also booming. People have started to call Dallas Y'all Street, and we've staked our claim as the #2 financial capital of America on a per capita basis for sure, and now actually on an absolute basis, there are more people employed in the financial services industry in Dallas than there are in New York. That is incredible, it's a fact. Big deal. So amidst all these achievements is something that I have prioritized as mayor, and that is our international relationships. And that brings us to why I wanted to make sure I was here today, because one of Dallas's most valued international friends is Taiwan. Since the establishment of, and this is not a new phenomenon actually, the establishment of our sister city relationship with Taipei goes back to 1996. Dallas and Taipei have been sister cities, and that partnership has been rooted in friendship, goodwill, and mutual respect for all of that time. And this connection has actually opened many doors to cultural, economic, and educational exchanges that have enriched both of our communities. And it's through this relationship that we've welcomed countless opportunities for collaboration between government leaders like the folks you see on this stage today, of course, our businesses, and even our cultural institutions like SMU and our universities and whatnot. So we're especially proud of the hundreds of students who've participated in exchange programs between our two cities, Taipei and Dallas. Together, we've strengthened international understanding and we've contributed to the growth and prosperity of both cities. So we look forward to continuing this meaningful partnership as Dallas prepares to host, as you've heard, the highly anticipated Taiwan Expo USA 2025 is going to be taking place this August at the K. Bailey Hutchison Convention Center right here in downtown Dallas. So once again, it is an honor to be here. It's an honor to have you all here in Dallas to reinforce the strength of the great partnership between the city of Dallas and the city of Taipei and Taiwan and as a whole. So with that, thank you very much and have a wonderful, wonderful conference.
谢谢市长。接下来我们欢迎美国联邦众议员 Pete Sessions。
Let's welcome our dear friend, the Honorable Pete Sessions, U.S. Congressman of Texas District 17.
Good morning. Of celebrating not just this chamber, but the people who do the hard work every single day to bring our three nations closer and closer together. My journey began some 35 years ago when Dr. Charles Koo, known as Dr. Koo, approached me and made a call and said, I would like to get to know you. Dr. Koo was the beginning of that relationship that I had. Little did I know that I would then meet Alex Lynn, Peter Ng, and so many other people who have been a huge part of not just this organization, but the life of the relationship that is shared by so many of you with the United States. As a young man going through college, I became well aware of the opportunity for us to have a relationship not just with Taiwan, but the world, because I studied a book that was called Politics Among Nations. And it is one of the quintessential books that talks about relationships. The relationship between Taiwan and the United States is a two-way street. It is a two-way street because the United States of America sees great value in Taiwan. And Taiwan has found that great relationship through its sharing of not only discipline, but its resiliency of its people to want to do business with the United States. I bring you a greeting from Washington, D.C., where today there is a big, or yesterday, there was a big celebration. I left. A big celebration today of America's beginning of our 250th anniversary, our birthday. And it is in Washington, D.C., where there will be a conversation that will take place that the world will see, where the United States of America intends to be a part of moving forward in a world that will understand that if we go along and get along by being friends and doing the things that come with an even and open relationship, that trade and peace and prosperity will be a part of everyone's future. Our president has spoken about America entering a golden age, but that also means that we want our friends like Taiwan to enjoy that same opportunity. That opportunity finds its basis in what might be called most favored nation status. That part of that MFN means that we agree and respect each other. We respect each other for your laws and our laws. We respect each other for intellectual property and working together in a way that will benefit both nations. This has been important because our immediate past, and I believe moving forward, will find that Taiwan's relationship with the United States means that we also see the same world that Taiwan sees. And Taiwan is under siege. You and I both understand they are under siege, and they need to make sure that they are a part of people who will see the world the same way they do. And that is why the United States of America shares our most leading, forward-thinking, not only intelligence and information that comes from our military, but gives Taiwan a sense of standing about how important they are to really freedom around the world. Freedom not only for the Taiwanese people, but also others who reside in the same area, South Korea, Japan, Okinawa, and all of these areas that want and need to have stability that can come from the United States of America and that relationship with each other. So today I would say to you that there has been conversation about how much we admire each other. But it starts with a step that this chamber and your members are so good with. And that is where Dr. Charles Koo started, with reaching out with a hand that said, we want to get to know you. We want to reciprocate, not just with sister cities, but we want you to come and visit with us. We want you to come to Taiwan and learn more about this exciting friendship that we share with each other. We want to make sure, however, back here, that you include us in talking to our young students about an opportunity to make their life better in a country that they know best now, and that is the United States. But we want to bring our heritage with us, the strength of our family values, the opportunity for us to move our nation forward with the United States economically, and perhaps more importantly, building our children with the reliance upon each other of the sharing of technology and the shaping the world that will be tomorrow. So, Arthur Chin is a person for the last year or two or three that I have known has been in a leadership role who has brought forward these ideas, not only on your behalf, but on behalf of all Taiwanese that live here in the United States and back home, to make sure that Congress understood not just the 45 bills that our young ambassador spoke about, but bringing together pieces of legislation that economically move forth the advantages of us working together, investment, taxation, and the opportunity to make sure that we in the United States and Taiwan sees the world of a business relationship of sharing our people, our talent, and our opportunity to grow together. I'd like to, if I can, and I'll be followed by my colleagues who pretty much will do the same thing that we do in honoring this relationship. I'd like to, at this time, to ask that our young president, Arthur Chin, please come forward. And here he comes. And Arthur, I want you to know that your value to this relationship is unparalleled. And what it has been is that serious about business, and that's one thing in Texas. The bottom line is we're here for business. We're here for tomorrow, and we're here to grow. This flag is one that, just like Taiwan, represents proud people, a people who believe in one nation under God, a flag that says we will never leave a man on the field of battle, that we will always respect and love not just our country, but those who are friends. So, this flag resides on every member of our United States military uniform. It resides on our police officers, and I'm proud to say it's an Eagle Scout, and on every Boy Scout uniform in the United States of America. Arthur, congratulations. Flown over the United States Capitol in your honor, and please know that the leadership that you have provided will be an example for those who follow you. Congratulations, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Congressman. Thank you for being such a good friend of Taiwan and of the Taiwanese community. Thank you very much. 现在我们欢迎下一个美国联邦众议员 Lance Gooden 来跟我们致辞。
Let's welcome Honorable Lance Gooden, U.S. Congressman of Texas District.
Chamber, we're so excited to have you all in Dallas. I especially want to thank Dr. Koo for introducing me to this wonderful community, and my dear friend, Representative Angie Chen Button, who's not here today, but she was my first ambassador to the Taiwanese community, and I'm so grateful for her friendship. We were in the State House together, and I feel very close to you all through that relationship. I want to reiterate what Congressman Sessions said, and that is that the relationship between our nations is so strong, and that members of Congress across parties are very much for Taiwan. We understand the struggles you're going through, and we are proudly defending and loud advocates for you. And I really appreciate the work that your leadership in Washington is doing. Thank you again, Dr. Koo, and thank you for the beautiful friendships that we've developed here in Dallas. I look forward to going back to Washington with my colleagues and continuing to expand this relationship. We're so excited about the new flight between Dallas and Taipei coming later this year, and maybe we'll all be on it together. But thank you so much, and God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you, Congressman Gooden. 谢谢。现在邀请美国联邦众议员、共和党最年轻才40岁的 Brandon Gill。
And now, let's welcome Honorable Brandon Gill, U.S. Congressman of Texas District 20.
Hosting me and my colleagues here. I also would like, just like my colleagues, to thank the great Dr. Koo for introducing me to your community, to so many great Taiwanese Americans in my district and Texas 26 in particular. So thank you for that. And also thank you to Ambassador Yu. A few weeks ago, I'm president of the freshman class Republican. I was able to round up a few of my colleagues, other members from across the country, and we had dinner at the ambassador's residence in Washington, D.C., and Dr. Yu very graciously hosted us, allowed us to have a great dinner, great conversation, ask questions about Taiwan, its history, its culture, and the history of diplomatic relations between the U.S. and Taiwan, and we really appreciate that. We had a great time. And also very good food, too, which was one of my favorite parts, and the good Taiwan whiskey as well. And Mr. Chen, thank you very much for hosting us here. I won't be long, but I'd like to repeat many of the things that my colleagues were saying earlier. We understand what you guys are going through. We understand how you view the world, and we're excited about working with all of you. We're focused in Washington right now on a lot of things, and making a stronger America, reducing taxes, reducing regulation, securing our border, and doing things that will make this a much more strong and prosperous place, which is good not only for the United States, but for the rest of the world. And I think that that's something that we can all carry forward together. So that said, thank you very much for having me. Looking forward to working with all of you more and more. And I've got a letter of appreciation that I'd like to present to Mr. Chen as well. So thank you.
Thank you, Congressman Gill, for your remarks. 我们现在欢迎世界台湾商会联合总会的总会长吴光仪总会长致辞。
Now let's welcome the president of the World Taiwan Chambers of Commerce, Mr. Kenneth Wu.
陈世军总会长、张淑恩监事长，还有我们那个许家军委员长，还有我们于大使，还有杨希国策顾问、谢敏香国策顾问，庄正辉国策顾问，还有世界台湾商会世界台湾联合总会温义霞名誉总会长，王先生名誉总会长，林桂香名誉总会长。 还有世界台湾商会，市总的那个监事长谢敏香哈，还有我们的那个市总的那个名誉监事长张凯成、林国燕，蔡淑珠、许明汪，还有林基龙、彭良正，大家早安，大家好。好。 当然还包括我们北美洲的民意总会长、民意监事长，还有我们驻休斯顿新闻处肖一汪处长、侨道中心王云龙主任，各位台上接近及所有贵宾，大家好。好。今天能与大家齐聚一堂，我感到非常荣幸。北美洲台湾商会联合总会长期致力于促进交流。 团结海外台商，对于提升台湾在国际舞台上的能见度贡献良多。我们不只是经营企业，更是文化的桥梁、策略的连结者，也是推动永续的参与者。台湾精神的韧性与灵活，在北美这块土地上不断成长茁壮。数位转型早已不再是选项，而是企业能否生存的必要条件。 从企业资源规划系统 ERP 到 AI 的应用，许多中小企业都投入资源，快速导入这些工具，展现出台湾商人的敏捷与务实。同时，我们熟悉东西方的市场特性与商业习惯， 能在供应链通路开发与组织管理方面灵活应变，这正是我们跨国经营的关键竞争力。除了祭祀与文化，我们也关注永续发展。ESG 不再是口号，而是企业评价的重要指标。我们乐见越来越多的台湾企业与国际接轨，共同实践社会与环境责任。关于目前最受关注的议题——关税与贸易壁垒，我们呼吁美方在制定政策时，能听见包括台商在内中小企业的声音。公平稳定的贸易环境，不仅有助于双方企业发展，更是区域经济韧性的基础。长久以来，海外台商也在各地积极参与公益与社会活动，从赈灾、建筑、推出台湾参与国际组织，到支持公共政策对话，展现我们不只是经济实体，更是台湾最坚强的外交力量。未来我们将持续与全球伙伴合作，深化互信，共享资源，并将台湾品牌推向更多元、更永续的国际舞台。在这里，我也要特别肯定陈世修总会长，他在任内这一年风尘仆仆，美国、台湾飞了好几次，为台商和美台政府牵起许多联系，也串联很多商机，要特别感谢他的扶持。最后，祝本次年会圆满成功，也祝福各位身体健康、万事如意、家庭美满。谢谢。
谢谢吴光义总会长 ，Thank you。谢谢总会长。现在让我们来介绍今天台上的贵宾。
Today we have many distinguished guests with us for the opening ceremony, so now we will introduce them.
中华民国侨务委员会徐家清委员长。
Minister of the Overseas Community Affairs Council, Xu Jiaqing.
中华民国驻美大使于大雷大使。
Ambassador of the Republic of China, Taiwan, Alexander Yu.
中华民国国策顾问杨信，国策顾问。
Advisor of the Office of the President, Republic of China, Taiwan, Jackson Yang.
中华民国国策顾问暨世界台湾商会联合总会谢美商监事长。
Advisor of the Office of the President, Republic of China, Taiwan, and Chief Supervisor of the World Taiwanese Chamber of Commerce, 徐美香。
徐美香，是的，谢美香。中华民国国策顾问庄正辉。
Advisor of the Office of the President of the Republic of China, Taiwan, Timothy Zhuang.
北美洲台湾商会联合总会第37届总会长陈世修总会长。
37th President of the Taiwanese Chamber of Commerce of North America, Arthur Chen.
北美洲台湾商会联合总会第37届监事长张淑芬。
37th Chairman of the Supervisory Board, Maggie Chang.
世界台湾商会联合总会总会长吴光仪。
President of the World Taiwanese Chamber of Commerce, Kenneth Wu.
世界台湾商会联合总会名誉总会长温玉霞。
Honorary President of the World Taiwanese Chambers of Commerce, 温玉霞。
世界台湾商会联合总会名誉总会长黄金生。
Honorary President of the World Taiwanese Chamber of Commerce, Peter Yi.
世界台湾商会联合总会名誉总会长林桂香。
Honorary President of the World Taiwanese Chamber of Commerce, Pkwy.
北美洲台湾商会联合总会辅导总会长江俊麟。
Honorary President of the Taiwanese Chambers of Commerce of North America, Joey Chang.
北美洲台湾商会联合总会名誉总会长卓宏仪。
Honorary President of the Taiwanese Chamber of Commerce of North America, Steve Cho.
北美洲台湾商会联合总会名誉总会长杨昭纯。
Honorary President of the Taiwanese Chamber of Commerce of North America, George Yang.
北美洲台湾商会联合总会顾问暨世界台湾商会联合总会名誉监事长林国燕。
Honorary Chief Supervisor of the World Taiwanese Chambers of Commerce, Go Yuanlin.
北美洲台湾商会联合总会顾问暨世界台湾商会联合总会名誉监事长詹凯成。
Honorary Chief Supervisor of the World Taiwanese Chamber of Commerce, Mark Cheng.
世界台湾商会联合总会名誉监事长林基龙。
Honorary Chief Supervisor of the World Taiwanese Chambers of Commerce, George Lin.
北美洲台湾商会联合总会名誉监事长雷金彪。
Honorary Chief Supervisor of Taiwanese Chamber of Commerce Stephen Lee.
北美洲台湾商会联合总会名誉监事长张新珠。
Honorary Chief Supervisor of the Taiwanese Chamber of Commerce North America Shirley Yu.
北美洲台湾商会联合总会名誉监事长温在兴。
Honorary Chief Supervisor of the Taiwanese Chambers of Commerce of North America Frank Wen.
北美洲台湾商会联合总会名誉监事长方云云。
Honorary Chief Supervisor of the Taiwanese Chamber of Commerce North America Stella Fang.
北美洲台湾商会联合总会名誉总会长江秋斌。
Honorary President of the Taiwanese Chamber of Commerce of North America C.P. Cheng.
北美洲台湾商会联合总会名誉总会长彭良志。
Honorary President of the Taiwanese Chambers of Commerce of North America Jeff Yang.
北美洲台湾商会联合总会名誉总会长汪俊宇。
Honorary President of the Taiwanese Chamber of Commerce of North America Gerald Wang.
北美洲台湾商会联合总会名誉总会长吴怡明。
Honorary President of the Taiwanese Chambers of Commerce North America Yiming Wu.
北美洲台湾商会联合总会名誉总会长张胜仪。
Honorary President of the Taiwanese Chamber of Commerce of North America Michelle Chang.
北美洲台湾商会联合总会名誉总会长吴东升。
Honorary President of the Taiwanese Chamber of Commerce of North America Tom Wu.
Last but not least， 北美洲台湾商会联合总会名誉监事长林翠云。
Honorary Chief Supervisor of the Taiwanese Chambers of Commerce of North America Minnie Chu.
谢谢大家，然后是不是也要给我们的 Co-MC 讲英文的 Co-MC 的 Kelly 一个鼓励，好不好？好辛苦，好累，好累。来，我们接下来就是这个台上贵宾的大合照的环节啊。那因为我们第一排已经有几位这个 Congressman 他们已经离开，那我们是不是可以请第二排的3位世界的名誉监事长们，可不可以麻烦请你们移到前面，然后也请国策顾问们移到这个第一排中间，好吗？那我们是不是麻烦请3位？是的，谢谢你们。那也麻烦请你们啊，我们等一下照相的时候，第一排请坐着，第二排请站起来，然后往前到这个椅背靠，我们可以做一个大合照。然后也麻烦请这一排你们到前面这边来，那我陈小弟帮忙把这个移开，这样比较好照相。来，那我们请第二排的贵宾们站起。不好意思哦，我们的专业的 photographer。不好意思哦，我们的专业的 photographer。再一张，请大家保持笑容，辛苦了。好，不好意思，再一张哦，谢谢。辛苦了，辛苦了。好，谢谢，谢谢台上的贵宾们，谢谢。那请第二排的请回座，谢谢。那贵宾们，等一下的理监事会议，我们大家麻烦请注意一下。休息时间，我们在外面会有15分钟的咖啡的休息时间哦。我刚刚有收到 ，OK， 好，外面休息时间 ，OK， 好，我们的休息时间有15分钟。那我们的会议等一下会在10点20分。世修哥希望我们大家可以早一点开始，10点20分，所以请大家麻烦准时10点20分回到我们的会议室，继续我们今天的流程。那现在开幕典礼礼成，谢谢大家。